family that enters the professional wrestling business knows about the expectations that are gonna be on their back. They know about the prestige that their very name carries. They know that those who came before them have accomplished so much. Bearing the weight of those legacies can prove to be way too much for almost anyone. But that was never the case for Jimmy and Jey Uso. Jimmy and Jey Uso looked to be stars from the very start, constantly evolving their look, style, and offense as they progressed in their careers. Face paint and war dances would fade away, and the two would embrace the day one-ish mentality, looking to punish opponents and send them to the Uso penitentiary. The Usos are 8-time WWE Tag Team Champions. The Usos have main evented WrestleMania after initially fighting for a mere spot on the card. The Usos were the premier team of the 2010s. The Usos are the greatest team of all time. Jimmy and Jey are poetry in motion, each knowing what the other is looking to do next, each using every bit of savvy they gained growing up in professional wrestling to keep their edge. And sure, in recent years, it's been difficult between the two. Jimmy did cost Jey his match at SummerSlam against your tribal chief, Roman Reigns. After months of the anger building between the two, Jimmy and Jey ended up as the first two entrants in the 2024 Royal Rumble match, bringing things to a head. But even that moment wasn't enough to settle the issue, and so they would fight again at WrestleMania 40. Jey Uso truly became main event and found his inner yeet, even adding another tag team championship with Cody Rhodes as his partner. As your wise man eventually would suffer as well, Jimmy found himself betrayed by Solo Sikoa and unceremoniously dumped out of Solo's version of the Bloodline. When Jimmy and Jey are a tag team, they are pure art. They are the reason for the resurgence of tag team wrestling's popularity over the last 15 years. And perhaps, oh, perhaps, their grandest moment came during the 2017 Hell in a Cell, when they would lock horns with perhaps their greatest opposition ever, The New Day. From July to October of that year, the SmackDown Tag Team titles would change hands 4 times between the two teams, both looking for ultimate bragging rights. The Usos' connection as twins always gave them an upper hand with most teams, but the New Day had their own trick, utilizing the Freebird rule to allow any two of the 3 members to compete in any match. Jimmy and Jey could never know for sure who the opponents would be, with a different game plan needed for each iteration. With nothing clearly settled after 4 months, the New Day would offer to defend inside Hell in a Cell, and the Usos gladly accepted. We've seen the Usos showcase tag team wrestling at its most beautiful. Now we want you to showcase the brutality that exists within Hell in a Cell. Big E and Xavier Woods are going to use everything at their disposal to take you down. But you've been down since day one. Now it's time to force the New Day to realize there's nothing wrong with them being in second place, and there's nothing that's stopping you inside Hell in a Cell.
Don't you dare be sour. Clap for your world-famous four-time champs and feel the power. It's a new day. Yes, it is.
Are you prepared to kick off Hell in a Cell with the four-time tag team champions?
The following is a tag team Hell in a Cell match and is for the SmackDown Tag Team Championship and accompanied by Kofi Kingston at a combined weight of 490 pounds. The SmackDown Tag Team Champions Xavier Woods and Big E, the New Day.
Well, I can't say that I'm ever prepared for a man swiveling his hips and playing the trombone on the way to the biggest fight of his life.
This is our first Hell in a Cell match of the night. The New Day actually requested this match to defend their tag titles.
Who would have thought 4 months ago when this rivalry began that it would end once and for all inside Hell in a Cell?
New Day about to make it evident that the time for fun and games is over. This is the first time that tag titles will ever be defended inside Hell in a Cell.
And at a combined weight of 493 pounds, Jimmy and Jay, the Usos.
Tonight in Detroit, the Usos welcoming New Day into the penitentiary. This is going to be like a Chow Hall beatdown.
In every sport, you hear about super teams. Well, tonight, we're seeing two super teams of the modern era. This is going to be special.
Tornado tag rules here, gentlemen. 2-on-2 as Kofi is going to be locked outside the structure. Pinfall or submission needs to happen in the ring, but we all know this fight's going to go everywhere before that happens. On the line of the Tag Team Championships, teams in their respective corners going over final strategies. Remember, this match is under Tornado Tag Team rules. A 2-on-2 match with the pinfall submission has to happen inside the ring. In the Hell in a Cell, no tags, no countouts, no disqualification.
The Usos and the New Day came into this match expecting and prepared to raise the bar, raise the level of competition, and make history. This is going to be unforgettable.
The Usos and the New Day have had such a back-and-forth competition in the tag team division. You can just look at these teams' title reigns, their dominance.
It tells you these are the two best teams that WWE has had in a long time. And while I do believe there's an underlying mutual respect, we won't be seeing it tonight because these are two very proud teams who feel incomplete without the championships around their waist.
No question after that power bomb, the champ has a strategy to retain.
He manages to slip out of the way.
Schoolboy, no, rolls through. Super kick. Corey, for as entertaining as the New Day are, they can scrap with the best of them. Remember that.
Look, don't let the booty-os and trombones fool you. New Day can get down and dirty, especially when they have the Usos pushing them. New Day are prepared for an all-out brawl tonight.
All the talking we've heard leading into this match, we've heard the Usos call the New Day, quote, 3 clowns on a tricycle.
Look, the Usos love the trash talk, but they deliver. And don't act like the New Day don't throw verbal jabs either. We had Big E earlier saying how he's going to drop some gloom and doom of biblical proportions. A prophecy Big E is fully capable of backing, too. Devastating counter. Scouting paid off with a DDT.
In full control of their opponent with more in mind.
Vicious punch.
Ouch.
That's one way to get your opponent out of the corner.
The challenger unable to stay out of harm's way.
Yeah, New Day building up that quicker pace there.
Look out.
It's a drop kick.
The champ is going for the cover.
No, he kicks out.
Channeling his energy to stay in this matchup. Heading back to the ring.
The Usos following the footsteps of many great family tag teams, the Steiner brothers, the Ridgebreakers, who of course Jay and Jimmy's own father was a member of.
Would be a very proud moment for the Anoa'i family if the Usos can capture their 5th tag team championship here.
The apple doesn't fall far from the tree for Jay and Jimmy. Just a factory of elite specimens come from the Anoa'i blood.
Super kick finds the mark. Big E able to avoid impact.
Now uppercut. Nasty.
Top rope.
They'll fight back. Look at him go.
Will that be enough to win the titles?
That stops the count. What a save.
Ooh, man. A Samoan suplex.
Just vicious. You may refer to this as their power lineup when having Big E involved in there with Xavier Woods.
Big E, the obvious powerhouse of the group. Woods has that blend of speed and power, making him the most well-rounded superstar for New Day.
What's interesting, though, is this is the lineup that lost to the Usos at SummerSlam. The New Day not choosing Big E and Kofi to beat the Usos a few weeks ago could prove to be costly.
Kick connects. The challenger is getting torn into.
The effects of the cell come for everyone. You can only stay safe for so long. Oh, man, drop kick.
What grace. Float over.
Nice DDT.
Sliding back into the ring.
Top rope.
And what's he looking for here?
He's looking to unload on his opponent with that kendo stick.
So many Sky. What a counter! Oh, he timed that counter well. Now uppercut. Nasty.
Oh, what a jumping headbutt.
A lot of damage being piled on the champ.
At this point in the match, there's has his opponent up.
This is about to be over because here comes
Big E with a big ending.
the New Day might be on the verge of retaining.
No, title still hangs in the balance.
Getting that shoulder up now is huge.
Face buster. He gets sent straight down to the floor. Kick to the gut creates separation. Corey, a few weeks ago, we saw the New Day walk out of SmackDown as champs in a street fight. A match the Usos handpicked, but this environment is totally different.
There's nowhere to look.
And here we go now, top rope. Military press slam. Nice counter from Big E.
Denied with an elbow.
Clothesline. Off with their head.
Oh, what a jumping headbutt.
Oh, chin-breaking uppercut. Whipping lariat.
The champ with the pin.
He got the shoulder up in time.
Giving a massive effort to overcome the pin attempt. Chucked right out of the ring.
Out of the ring, still surrounded by the hell that is the steel structure.
Looks like he's got something in mind for ringside here.
Under the ropes and back into the ring. And an uppercut.
And Jay is channeling the energy of this crowd. Uso
splash.
Innovative offense from the Usos could end it all right here.
Caught by the back of the elbow.
Big E sent for a ride. He breaks the count.
What do you have to do to put this guy away?
Dot on the top. Sent right into the corner. He catches Jimmy with a counter.
Timed his defense perfectly.
Scoreboard! Shoulders are down! Kicks out before the 2 count.
He's still got life in this matchup.
And in the late goings, Woods is still able to distribute an attack.
I think we're
late pin, championship on the line. And the Usos are 5-time tag team champions.
Here are your winners, Jimmy and Jay, the Usos.
Hell in a Cell just became the Uso penitentiary.
It was barbaric. It was volatile. It lived up to the hype is what it did. The two greatest tag teams in the entire industry, raising the bar of competition inside the demonic structure.